Me back again. So anyway, so the policeman's like, nah, man, let's nick him. The other policeman's like, look, we're not gonna nick him. He's going home. It's done. It's over, innit? So I pushed the moped home and left it at the front of my house, and I never rolled it. These times it's like August. I don't know, 2009, 2008. Yeah, because it was summer holiday. I was 15. So it was August 2008. I was 15. So I pushed the moped home, left it at the front of my house, never rode it, not one time. My mum's cursing, oh, why you want to ride motorbike, moped and that, man? Them dangerous something there or whatever, innit? Anyway, my stepdad's like, you are lucky, you know? Like, I told him, obviously, the policeman told him he's got nothing. No insurance, no MOT, no tax, nothing. He's lucky that we don't take the bike off him, innit? My stepdad said, you are very fortunate in that for the man to allow you, innit? So, boom. What did I do? A few weeks later, this time man's turned 16 now. A few weeks later, let's say like 6 weeks later, something like that. Man's bought another moped. Obviously, them things there was not above board, let's say. Man, I want to incriminate myself. Above board. This time, what was it called? Not a Piaggio Typhoon. It was a Piaggio NRG. It's the same thing. Typhoon, NRG, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same engine, just the front looks different. Man's bought that now, but these times, the first bike, the MPK or Vettel, was a 50cc, so look cool, yeah, sound like a fucking hairdryer sort of thing. This other Piaggio NRG was a 125. So boom, man's bought that bike now. My mum's cursing again, because these times I brought the bike home now, innit? So man's got one moped at the front of my house and one moped at the back of my house. Got two mopeds, no license, nothing. Yeah, no insurance, nothing and that. To be fair, that NRG, I think I might have took that out on the road one time, but I ended up selling it. I can't even remember why. Ended up selling both of the mopeds and just got rid of them. And that was at the age of 16. Then, obviously, us man were rebels on the road and that. So a couple times we had couple licked bikes and that, and we were just tearing it around on the estate. I remember, big on my brother Leo and that, you get me? Oh yeah, I can't even say it. But anyway, yeah, big up man like Leo and one of my other brothers, Kevin, yeah. I remember we was riding a moped down to, like in Edmonton, they got the red and blue tower block flats. That's in N18 Upper Edmonton. There's an alleyway called Mile Alley. I'm riding the moped. I got my brother Leo and my brother Kevin on the back. 3 of us on one moped, you know. We rode it all the way down the alleyway into this estate called, like we call it red and blue flats. It's where Lincoln's patisserie is. But yeah, so had a couple of cool get me hot bikes and that. What happened after that? Yeah, didn't have no mopeds and that until I turned 19. So man's gone jail, come out when I was 18 in August of 2011, turned 19 in September of 2011. And I thought, fuck, right, man needs some wheels now, innit? Man can't be jumping on buses and that. So man bought, you know them Galera DNAs? Do you remember them? So you get the Galera, they usually look like mopeds and that. But there was one called a DNA, and it was like it was a moped. They called it the moped that thinks it's a motorbike and that. And yeah, I had one of them, a red one. That one there did break down bare times. I remember one time I was going to my grandma's house in Romford. On the way there, it was all right. On the way back, the bike broke down like 2-3 times on the A12, and it's cold at night time and that. Boom, man's got another. I got rid of that bike. I don't even know what happened to that bike. I got rid of that bike. Then man's got another Galera DNA. And what, if you like, any of you don't know about mopeds and that, man used to do some little, what man used to do is man will have like a 125 frame. So the bike will be registered as a 125 Galera DNA, but man will put a 180cc engine in there. Like you could have like a 50cc Galera runner, but then put a 125cc engine in the frame and that. Well, we used to do man grinding off the fucking the numbers on the what you call it on the engine and that. So man had that red Galera DNA, got rid of that, broke down too much. Had the black Galera DNA that was a 125 with the 180 engine in it, got rid of that after a while after breaking down too much. Then when man was also 19 of June 2012, man bought a R125, a red one. Got into a police chase. Yeah, I don't want to. There's probably gonna be a part 3 to this video anyway. So boom. So a man's bought this R125. Now prior to me buying this R125, I was searching on Gumtree and that, and there was one new in Enfield, and he was selling the R125. So I phoned him up at like 6, and I was like, "Oh, can you come meet me? I want to see the bike, innit?" So he was like, "All right, cool. I live in Enfield. I'll ride it down to you. Like, where are you?" So I'm in Edmonton, innit? So boom. So he actually came to Edmonton. And he said, "I'll meet you outside the police station," because he might think man's trying to jack him, innit? This is Edmonton and that, innit? Remember, for them Enfield people, it's like going down to fucking Tottenham or Hackney. Yeah. So anyway, he's come with his dad and his uncle and that, like, you know, them proper, yeah, them pub man and that. You alright, mate? Like, they're trying to, like, they think it's a setup, but it's not a setup. So them man, they come on that sort of defensive, aggressive, offensive energy and that. So anyway, boom, saw the bike. He didn't let me test ride it because he felt I'm gonna probably bust out and that, innit? So boom, met me outside the police station, checked the bike, boom. The next day I went down to his yard in Enfield, and it was like the proper, like, you know, like the kind of like the racist part of Enfield where they got all the flags and that, them sort of parts there, Enfield, like near Turkey Street and that. So boom, gone down there, bought the bike, but obviously man didn't have no CBT or nothing like that to ride it back home. Plus it was a geared bike, and I didn't know how to ride geared bikes. So boom, I called a recovery man. He's picked up the bike and we've taken it back to my yard. And then over the next couple of days and that, man was learning how to ride the motorbike on my own. I already had a CBT. I can't remember when I done it, but I know I done the CBT. Oh, I must have done the CBT around the times when man got that red Galera DNA. That's why I was able to ride it legitimately on the road, yeah. So I had the CBT, but when I done the CBT, I was doing it automatic. So when I done the CBT, I think it lasted like 2 years and that. Yeah, I was able to just continue riding this, riding my bike. And so anyway, when I got the R125, it's a manual geared bike. I don't know how to ride geared bike, so I had to teach myself. So I was just riding it around on my estate and that. Boom, got a bit confident after the next few days. And this time I had a girlfriend at the time, innit? I was like, boom. I said to myself, yeah, man's confident now, and then boom. I told my ex-girl, jump on her back, innit? Let's go for a ride. And this time I had 2 helmets and that. Furthermore, when I first met her, I actually picked her up on the Galera DNA as well at Tottenham Hill, brought her back to my yard. So boom. So I got her on the back of the bike. She's got a helmet on. Boom. We've rolled around Edmonton now. We've gone up Town Road. If you don't know where Town Road is, gone to the top of Town Road. And at top of Town Road is a junction. You can go left or right. You can go straight ahead to go to like Montague Estate. One of my brethren lives around there, innit? So boom. So we're at the junction now. And there's a police car on the side, like allowing space for cars to come into this road. So the policeman and I have made eye contact and that, and he's gone like, yeah, go on. And I'm like, no, you go on. And he's like, no, you go on. And I said, I'm going over there. And then we this time we're not talking, but we're making gestures and that. He's like, okay, we're going over there. Because I was pointing to the estate in front of me, Montague Estate. I wasn't really going there. I just don't want to go where they're going. So anyway, he's wound down the window, yeah, and he's talking to me, like talking. Oh, I think it was the passenger. There was 2 police officers. Maybe it was the passenger police officer who was talking through the window saying, that looks like a very small bike for you to have a pillion passenger. Usually, typically, people that have passengers on the back usually have full motorbike licenses. And people that have full motorbike licenses won't be on a 125. Although the R125 looks like a big motorbike, bike riders know that's a small bike, small engine bike. So he said to me, that looks like a small motorbike for you to have a pillion passenger. Do you have a full license? So anyway, I was like, yeah, whatever in it. So anyway, he's like, pull over in it. So boom, man's pulled over now. The police officer's trying to chat to me. This time, man's stalling the bike, yeah, because I remember the girl on the back was saying, just go, whatever. And the guy's trying to talk to me. But I'm stalling the bike. I'm trying to go. He don't know what the fuck I'm doing in it. I'm trying to go, but I'm stalling the bike. Next thing you know, boom, I've cut. And the policeman has ran back to the car, jumped in, and they've chased me, innit? There's definitely going to be a part 3 to this story.